English adjectives, adverbs and pronouns. Types of adjectives. Descriptive adjectives. Describe the qualities of a noun. Examples: beautiful, large, smart, cold. Example. Sentence: she wore a beautiful dress. Quantitative adjectives. Describe the quantity of something. Examples: some, few, many, 3. Example. Sentence: there are several apples in the basket. Demonstrative adjectives. Point out specific nouns. Examples: this, that, these, those. Examples. Sentence: this book is interesting. Possessive adjectives. Show ownership. Examples: my, your, his, her, its, our, their. Example sentence: is that your car? Interrogative adjectives. Used to ask questions. Examples: which, what, whose. Example sentence: which color do you prefer? Proper adjectives. Derived from proper nouns, usually refer to nationality or brand. Examples: American, Victorian, Shakespearean. Example sentence: she loves Italian cuisine. Distributive adjectives. Refer to each individual member of a group. Examples: each, every, either, neither. Example sentence: each student received a certificate. Comparative and superlative adjectives. Used to compare nouns. Examples: better, comparative, best, superlative. Example. Sentence: this route is shorter than that one. Types of pronouns. Personal pronouns. Replace specific nouns. Indicate person, gender, and number. Examples: I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Example. Sentence: she is going to the market. Possessive pronouns. Show ownership. Examples: mine, yours, his, hers, ours, theirs. Example sentence: this book is mine. Reflexive pronouns. Refer back to the subject of the sentence. Examples: myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. Example sentence: she made it herself. Demonstrative pronouns. Point to specific nouns. Examples: this, that, these, those. Example sentence: those are delicious. Relative pronouns. Introduce relative clauses. Connect parts of a sentence. Examples: who, whom, whose, which, that. Example sentence: the book that you gave me is fascinating. Interrogative pronouns. Used to ask questions. Examples: who, whom, whose, which, what. Example sentence: who is coming to the party? Indefinite pronouns. Refer to nonspecific people or things. Examples: anyone, everyone, someone, nothing, everything. Example. Sentence: someone left their bag here. Reciprocal pronouns. Show a mutual action or relationship. Brute. Examples: each other, one another. Example. Sentence: they respect each other. 1. Understanding these categories helps identify the function of each adjective and pronoun in sentences, enhancing clarity and precision in communication. In English, adjectives and adverbs are parts of speech that modify or describe other words. However, they have different roles and modify different parts of sentences. Adjectives describe or modify nouns and pronouns. They provide more information about qualities, quantities, or characteristics of nouns. Adjectives usually answer questions like what kind, which one, or how many. Examples of adjectives and how they work. Descriptive adjectives. These describe qualities. Example: she has a blue dress. Describes the color of the dress. Quantitative adjectives. These tell about quantity or amount. Example, there are 2 books on the table, describes the number of books. Demonstrative adjectives. These point out specific nouns. Example, I prefer that option, shows which option. Possessive adjectives. These indicate ownership. Example, this is my pen, shows who owns the pen. Comparative and superlative adjectives, used for comparisons. Example, she is taller than her brother. Comparative. Example, she is the tallest in the class. Superlative. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They provide more detail about how, when, where, or to what extent an action is performed or a quality exists. Adverbs typically answer questions like how, when, where, and to what extent. Examples of adverbs and how they work. Adverbs of manner. Describe how an action is done. Example, she sings beautifully. Describes how she sings. Indicate when an action happens. Example, he will arrive tomorrow. Tells when he will arrive. Adverbs of place. Show where an action happens. Example, the children are playing outside. Tells where they are playing. Adverbs of degree. Indicate the intensity or degree. Example, she is very tired. Describes how tired she is. Comparative and superlative adverbs, used to compare actions. Example, she runs faster than her brother. Comparative. Example, she runs the fastest in her class. Superlative. Key differences between adjectives and adverbs. Adjectives modify nouns and pronouns. They tell more about the qualities, numbers, or specific identity of nouns. Example, that is a big house. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They tell more about how, when, where, or to what extent something is done. Example, she speaks quickly. By understanding how adjectives and adverbs function, we can describe actions, people, places, and things with greater detail and clarity in English sentences. I will be uploading a YouTube short every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, plus a long-format video on different English language learning topics every Thursday, so stay tuned for more upcoming content. If you have any feedback for me, positive or negative, please leave a comment.